now.
That is a horrible countdown. Are you guys ready? It is hump day. And literally hump day. Because it's sex on a beach night. We don't have a beach. Or do we? It doesn't matter. But we're doing it. Tonight, we're gonna make the most embarrassing drink you can ever order at a bar. Sex on the beach. Quarantine style. So, if you're ready, come with me. Don't let it get it. And let's have a little. Good Lord. It's gonna be bad. Alright, here we go. Alright. Holy crap. A lot of stuff. No guest. I couldn't bring a guest. They were all too embarrassed. People were like, hey, I want to come on the show. And I was like, we're going to do sex on the beach. And they're like, I'm out. I'm out. Literally, the most embarrassing, dare I say, douchey drink you could ever order at a bar. But you know what? It's not that bad. And if you make it the right way, which I'm going to show you the classy way to do it, it's a good drink. Here's the thing. We got history, folks. Look, take it back, way back. 1880, wait, no, sorry, wait, not 18, 1987. A lot of good cocktails in the 80s, you know this, right? 1987, we're going to Florida. Nothing could go wrong at this point, right? So we're at Confetti's Bar in Florida. And of course, they're having a contest. They're having a contest because peach schnapps has just been introduced. And they're going to see who can sell the most of it. Bartender, Ted Pizio. He's like, you know what? Here's what I know. Sex is more popular than Mickey Mouse. And you know what? Everybody in Florida right now are spring breakers. So I'm going to make a drink, and I'm going to call it Sex on the Beach, and I'm going to attract everybody. And guess what? He did, and he won. And that was the drink. Now, here's the funny part about this. So he calls it Sex on the Beach. And we want to give him kudos for making a drink. The problem is in 1982, this drink was kind of already out there. All this is a bit of all it's taken is a fuzzy navel and mixing it with a Cape Codder. So in some ways, fuzzy navel, sexy, Cape Codder, beach, sex on the beach. I mean, he was just putting things together. But God bless him, he put it together. And he did a great job. He won the contest. TGIF. Thank goodness it's Friday. And by the way, if this story sounds familiar, it's a very reminiscent because Long Island iced tea, if you remember the story, go back to episode, because I don't remember. But, Rosebud, he said that he created his drink because of a triple sec contest. And then TGIF ran off with it. Apparently TGIF sponsors a lot of drinking contests, is all I know. But anyway, that's our drink, and that's what we're doing. I have my own theory. Here's my theory. Somehow, every bastard out there ends up with a bottle of peach schnapps in their liquor cabinet, and they don't know what to do with it. And then they come up with these crazy-ass drinks. Because I'm going to tell you something. I don't remember buying this. I think somebody shoved it in a bag. I mean, you buy a bunch of alcohol, and I think somebody's like, give them the peach schnapps, you won't know what to do with it. And then you're like, one day, like, holy crap, what do I do with this? Segue. We got to talk about something a little different. Because here's the problem with schnapps. Look, let me give you the history on schnapps. So, when most people hear about schnapps, they think about tart and apple and peach and all these raspberry and razzle dazzle and whatever, and that's U.S. made schnapps, and they are about 30 proof. Basically, they take a neutral spirit, they dump in a bunch of natural flavors, artificial flavors, and they make this fancy little liqueur that everybody does, and you drink it and you do shots with it, whatever. Now, I gotta tell you, where I come from, Denmark, we have schnapps, right? So we have a very special schnapps, the original schnapps. It's where it all started, it began. Now I'm talking about Denmark because I can tell you, Sweden, Norway, they also have their own version of schnapps. We're talking Denmark, I'm from Denmark, that's what we're going to do. But Denmark, we have aquavit, which Latin means water of life. In Danish, it means I'm about to do some stupid shit. And I wish I had. Hold on. Go into the basement. Bear with me. One way down. Wait. So I happen to have some aquavit. So aquavit, this is pure Danish schnapps. So what are we talking about here? What's the difference? 30 proof, 90 proof. Artificial flavors, this is distilled liquor, and then they re-distill it with typically caraway and dill. So it's got its own little fragrance. Matter of fact, you can make your own. Take some vodka, throw in some caraway, fennel, a little bit of dill, set it aside for about a month. You're going to make your own aquavit. Now, the other thing is, you need schnapps glasses. Now, how do you serve it? Well, pour a little in a glass. Ice cold. We have a freezer downstairs.
That's because you went to the way,
you
went to the way down.
You'll do these drinks. Now, typically what you'll do is you'll shoot it, and then you're going to do it with a beer. We need a beer chaser. I can't walk. Hold on. Elevator. Lobby, please. Beer. So I've got two. One for me. If you don't think I've been out all night, you have no idea what's going on. Of course I have. Shelby, one for you, one for me. Now here's the last part you need to know about a little Danish tradition. So boom, there's your aquavit, schnapps. Again, that's what now the problem is in Denmark, anything that is a high concentrated liquor is known as schnapps, but aquavit is by far the drink. We'll do a little beer chaser. Last thing you do, this is Viking. You toast, you say skål, and you look in the eyes as you do your shot. You everybody ready? Here we go. Skål.
Skål.
A little beer. Taste the caraway though?
Oh yeah, I do.
All right. It's good, right? Beer. Sorry, folks, we're right back. So, that, my friends, is schnapps. But we're going to use this tonight. So, how do you make it? All right. Let's make the damn drink, Paul. My ice is melting. All right. First thing. Out of your brand new ice bucket that you got off of Amazon that you haven't shared the link for yet. I'll get there. Don't worry.
You're trying to keep from it to being outsold.
You pop off these lovely glasses with a little bit of ice. All right. Then coming in. Now, if you want to do this the right way, the sexy way, you need two things. You need two shakers. And here's why. First, you got to make the beach. The beach is little schnapps, 3/4 ounce for each person. One for me, one for Shelby. Pineapple juice. We're going 1 ounce. One for me. One for Shelby. And then we're doing oranges. 2 ounces. So we're going to go. Now I'm going to tell you 2 oranges.
I'm moving to this side.
Oh yeah, come on over. Bring it on.
That
We're doing 2.
voltage vodka bottle is very tall.
I'm leaving a slice off with the garnish. Coming back to that. Now, grab your industrial Chinese delivered juicer. 8 kids through college at this point.
I can feel that schnapps in my tummy.
Oh, it's delicious, right? So, speaking of schnapps, here's the thing. That is a typical Danish little thing. do it after meals. You'll do it like after some herring, things like this. Like
Do you
my parents,
shoot it or do you
you
sip
shoot
it?
it. No.
Oh.
If you're in so Norway, they're sippers. Sweden, Denmark, they shoot it. Here's the best part though. You know when it's really popular? Holidays. So during Christmas and Easter, they will drink it excessively.
The smorgasbord?
Smorgasbord. And here's the best part. When do they drink it? During lunch. Yeah.
That's because smorgasbords are big.
So it's all during lunch. It's just a fantastic thing. Here's the other thing. Great drink to do with it. It's called the karsk. And I had this last time I went to Denmark. I'm with my cousin Panola. Hi Panola. And it's a shot. And again, it's called the karsk. Here's how it works. You take a coffee cup and you put a coin on the bottom. Penny, quarter, nickel, whatever. Krona, if you're in Denmark. Put the krona at the bottom of the coffee cup. Then you pour enough coffee on it so you can't see it. And then you stop. And at that point, you then take the schnapps, right? And you start pouring it until you can see the coin again. And once you can see it again, you stop and then you do a shot. That's how we party in Denmark. Again, in Denmark, in Danish, this whole thing, it translated into you're getting ready to make some really big mistakes. So, all right, so we have all that.
It smells delicious.
Here's what we've done. All right, now let's build, that was the beach, let's build the sex. Sex part, 1.5 ounces of vodka. So interestingly enough, there's a very clear top on this. So when I did this and nothing came out, it's because there's a clear top and I can't even see it. Now, let's try it again. Are we having fun? This is fantastic. All right, 1.5 ounces. One for me. One for Shelby. Coming back around, we need some cranberry juice. Ounce for me. Ounce for Shelby. And then the other thing, which is disputed if it was in the original or not, but my God, we got to cover that up. So we're going to do it, is 1/2 ounce of Chambord. So we're going to do 1 total ounce. So that's me and Shelby. And that is your sex part of the drink. And since we're on the sex part, and we want to be safe, because this is how you open it, right? So we're going to put emergency into the drink. A little sprinkle. Again, make sure you put it on the sex part. It's not going to help you if you put it in the beach part. You need the health part and the sexy part. So a little emergency, keeping people healthy and safe for thousands of years. And not sponsoring this drink or any of the drinks we've ever done. Emergency. All right, now come back in. We shake them up, folks. Oh, it almost happened. It almost finally happened. All right. Beach. Oh, I don't know what's going on. It's sex. It's beach. It's exploding. I don't know what's happening. It's exciting, and but we're gonna go with it. Here it is. Now, here's the trick. You want to put the beach first, and you want to go halfway. Huh? Then you're coming back with the sex part. And you're putting the sex on the beach. You're welcome. Oh. Paul, how do you do it? I don't know. It just happens. But that, now, we're not done, because no drink goes ungarnished. Now this part, take notes folks, because there's rules. First of all, if it's your first sex on the beach, here's what happens. You're coming in, I can't believe how many times I've said that tonight, but you are, and here's what we do. You gotta get in there. Again, could you take them out earlier, Paul? I could. Would that be easier? Of course it would. Would that be as much fun? Not at all. So, the first time you have a sex on the beach, it's an orange and a cherry. All right? And then you're going to just set that right on top. Now, here's the thing. After you've had a sex on the beach, you can't ask for the cherry anymore. You just got to go straight orange. And if you have to figure out that, you ask your parents for help. And there you go. Sex on the beach. Gorgeous, beautiful, history. Love it. Fantastic. Last thing I'm going to share. Oh, I got to taste it. It's going to be good. Oh, it's amazing. It's delicious. It's an embarrassing drink. If you ever want to like have a bet and you lose, you got to go order this drink because it's embarrassing, but it's delicious. It's one of those things. It's just a fun drink. Last thing I'm going to tell you about this drink. For all of you Jonas Brothers fans out there, Joe Jonas. Remember when he decided they were going to run out and they decided he created the DNCE band and they had a great little song out there, right? Cake by the Ocean. Here's a little trivia for you. So that was produced by a bunch of Swedish producers. Well, they had a heck of a time with translation, and they kept translating Sex on the Beach as Cake by the Ocean, and they just had a lot of fun with it. Ultimately, that was the spin-off of the song Cake by the Ocean. And they said, well, screw the Sex on the Beach, no pun intended, and they went with Cake by the Ocean, and there you go. So, go get yourself a little sex on the beach tonight. Have some fun with it. Hey, love you all. Hope you enjoyed the show tonight. Cheers. Love you. We will see you Sunday. I'm getting you through hump day, literally getting you through hump day tonight with a little sex on the beach. Sunday, who knows? Love you. See you. Good night.